y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited about today's show because this show has been on the air forever. It is none other than MTV's The Challenge Double Agents, and it kicks off on Wednesday, December 9th at 8 o'clock on MTV again. Don't forget, on MTV. Anyway, joining me today, I have the host of the show, TJ Lavin, and we're going to talk about what we can expect this season, which veterans are returning, and filming during a pandemic. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss today's show. Hi, TJ. Welcome to Check the Rhymes. How are you?
I'm good. So this is Check the Rhymes.
Yep. Courtesy of Shamika Rhymes.
I love it.
And I have been watching the challenge for years, and in my head, I'm one of the competitors, and I'm like, I would win, but honestly, I don't think I would. But tell me a little bit about the challenge double agent. I mean, this is a full contact competition. How did you guys film this season during a pandemic?
Well, we had a very interesting, dynamic with the pandemic hitting. So we had to be in a bubble. We had to go test 3 times a week. We had a pandemic, a corona task force in charge of us the entire time, testing us and keeping us safe, making us wear masks at 24/7, drove separate, did all things like that. So Katia Guidry was in charge of it, and she was amazing and very cool, but very unabrasive, very in control, and you knew what time it is, and nobody wanted to disappoint her, So it's something that we all handled. We all had to focus, and we all got it done.
That's awesome. So what can we expect this season? I know there's an addition of the, you're taking it from the last challenge and bringing it onto this challenge. Can you tell us about that? I think it's the skull competition.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, we got tired of people trying to avoid eliminations last season. So we brought in skulls last season and made them earn that skull to run the final. And at the end of the day, if you didn't get into an elimination round to earn that skull, then you weren't going to make the final. And so that made people want to be into the elimination round so they could earn a skull so they could run the final. And that's the whole idea of the show is you got to get into the final, you got to make money, and that's the only place to make it is in that final. So the only way to get to the final is to get through the elimination, and that's we continued that. And the skull may or may not have changed colors. We'll see.
Oh, I can't wait. So I know there's a lot of vets returning. Some of my favorites, and I think CT's returning, and Anissa. Who are some others that are returning?
Yeah, CT is badass. He's one of the GOATs for sure. Leroy actually is back as well. Leroy, Cam. We got some of the staples that are fun to watch. But then there's also some new people that you would never expect to see on the challenge, and somebody that was special that I saw the first challenge, one of the first challenges when they were running, I was like, wow. And that was Lolo. Lolo Jones is on there, and she is an incredible athlete. Yeah. So when you see her in her element, you're like, oh my gosh, that is just magic.
Wow. So what keeps you coming back as the host? I know it's exciting, but what draws you? Because you've been doing this since the 11th season. What keeps you coming back?
This is by far the best job in the whole world. I love the people. I love the family that we have become. We have 15 different countries, or maybe 20 different countries now, represented on the crew. Mm-hmm. So when we get to a country, we pick and choose. If somebody comes there and works real hard and is awesome, then we just keep them. We just say, hey, will you please? We ask them back anyway. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, hell yeah, let's do it. So it's awesome because we have people that have been working with since the Panama days and Uruguay and Brazil and Argentina and all these places that we've been. And then there's people from Australia, one of my friends, Sky, is from Australia. She's on the crew. And another one of my friends is from Prague. There's There's so many. I mean, we found a new guy during this season from Prague who was incredible. So that's what makes me come back is the family and the atmosphere. And then we build a badass product and then people actually like it. And we're like, man, this is awesome. Let's just keep it moving. So it's great.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, TJ. I will definitely be tuned in on Wednesday, December 9th, watching the Challenge Double Agents. Thank you again for joining me here today on Check the Rhymes.
Thank you so much. Check the Rhymes. Much love.